Happy New Year and welcome to this third webinar on the 2011-12 Relocate Awards. I'm Karen Collins and with me is the Managing Editor of Relocate, Fiona Murchie. In this webinar we will be having a brief recap about the awards and how to enter, and we will be talking to three of last year's winners. We'll be hearing from Claire Ace of Seiko Apartments, winners of the Best Property Provider or Solution Award, and there will be an international flavour to this webinar when we hear from two of our international award winners, Daniel Aumann and Caroline Fleischer from ICUNet.ag, based in Germany, and Francine O'Byrne and Suzanne Smith from the Relocation Bureau in Ireland, to find out why they entered and what winning a Relocate Award has done for them and their company. So over to you, Fiona.
Hello everyone. It's good to be back in the start of a very high-profile year for Britain, with only 196 days until the start of the London 2012 Olympics. This is, of course, also an exciting year for the Relocate Awards, as we go from strength to strength. Feedback from the previous webinars has been very positive, and if you have any topics you want us to cover in the next webinar on the 3rd of February, do email us. There are 10 categories covering every aspect of the relocation profession, from HR to service suppliers and specialist providers, both UK and international. So something for everyone.
When you say something for everyone, what about individuals? Can they enter?
Yes, individuals are very much encouraged, and specific categories such as Rising Star in Relocation and Personality of the Year really allow the individual to shine and are great for motivation across the profession. Inspirational HR encompasses individuals as well, as does excellence in employee and family support, and the smaller destination service providers are catered for with last year's new award, the Best International Destination Services Provider.
And what do you see as the benefits for individuals if they win?
Recognition for their professionalism and leadership skills on both sides, within the corporate companies and the wider raft of suppliers. The huge boost you get from just going through the process and realising what you have achieved. And the awards are all about promoting excellence and showcasing talent. So it can't do your career any harm.
Well, that's always good to know. But it's time to move on and speak to some of Relocate's previous winners. We are now going to hear from Claire Ace of Seiko Apartments, third-time winner of the Best Property Provider or Solution category. So Fiona, why is this specific award so important for the industry?
Finding a home is fundamental to a successful relocation, whether it's for a shorter period or for long term.
And who can enter this category?
This category is open to anyone providing property solutions. They could be letting agents, estate agencies, specialist relocation conveyancing providers perhaps, and of course service accommodation. Then there's the furniture rental companies, property finders, or any new niche providers, whether they're UK or internationally based. And now we're going to hear my interview with Claire Ace from earlier this week, which clearly demonstrates the benefits of entering and winning.
So Claire, it's great to have you with us today. So let's start with one of the key questions about why it is that Seiko have entered the Relocate Awards. I know this is the third time that you've won the Best Property Provider or Solution Award, which is absolutely fantastic. So do tell us, what is it that keeps bringing you back and entering so successfully?
Well, I think first and foremost, we are a strong supporter of Relocate and its reputation within the industry. So we as a company want to be associated with associations and publications that can also support our values. So first and foremost, it is a really good publication that we want to be part of. It reflects our values as well. So with the strong work ethic that we have at Seiko and very much our focus on our customers and that service we deliver, we believe that entering the awards is an ideal opportunity for us not only to review our processes and how we're actually benchmarking ourselves in that, but also when we do win, to showcase this aspect of our business to both existing and potential clients through Relocate.
Brilliant. And what sort of benefits have you tangibly got from winning and entering?
Well, obviously, we've entered for the last 4 years, and of that, we've won for 3 years, and each time we have felt the process has helped us understand both our strengths and also helped us with the marketing opportunities that's presented with us. So, in a competitive market and a growing market, it's helped us to differentiate ourselves from our competitors, and as a company with sort of definitely a strong internal belief in providing outstanding customer service, it's an honour to be recognised for this award externally and helps to give us credibility in front of our customers as well. The process itself is an ideal opportunity for us to look at what we do well and what we can work on, and it helps us to kind of formulate that going forward.
Yes, great. And what about the team and team motivation? Do you find that helps?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was a real honour, and it was a real, in terms of winning it. I mean, we have been able to promote it within our teams, and it's something that certainly in our sales teams, obviously it's not the only factor when we're going out and we're presenting to clients about what we can offer them. But when the team can say, look, it's not just Seiko that's saying this. We've been recognised for some of our service levels. Then that obviously helps. I mean, however many times you say it, saying that you've been recognised as the best property provider, it's a great feeling, and it doesn't go away.
So what advice would you give someone or a company considering entering for the first time?
I would just absolutely say go for it. You've got everything to gain and nothing to lose. As far as we're concerned, so obviously speaking very personally, there has been absolutely no negative with entering the award, and all positive. The entry process itself is not difficult, and it certainly does not require huge amounts of time. Whatever the size of your business, if there is a category there that fits, I would urge you to enter.
And of course, the final process is attending the Gala Awards dinner. So can you tell us a bit about that, your team experience? Do you enjoy attending the Gala Awards dinner?
Yes, absolutely. In terms of the dinner itself, certainly is a highlight for us. We do feel very privileged on that night to be at a fabulous venue. So at the Institute of Directors, beautiful room and very, very well organised. But the whole event is it's a very casual but privileged evening, I would say. And the whole team, we take normally between 4 and 6 of our team members to it. And it's a really great evening for us to both be there when we win, or all be there when we win, but also to network and be with sort of like-minded colleagues in the industry. So definitely, if you're going to enter and be shortlisted and potentially win the award, that's something that you need to ensure that you've got the available date to be there.
Brilliant. And perhaps the final thing, you could just tell us a little bit about the marketing and PR benefits of winning?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, as well as, the actual evening and being interviewed and having your photo taken and the prestigious sort of the honour of having the award and that accolade for the next 12 months. There's also a special awards edition of the Relocate magazine that I think comes out shortly after the awards in the summer, where winners get the opportunity to have an interview and have some of the comments that the judges have made about your company highlighted and spoken about. So there's a real opportunity to promote those positive aspects of your company, as well as images and sort of PDF documents that you can use the actual award logo on. So it's something that you can use on your website, on any kind of documentation that you think will make a difference with your customers. And it's certainly, in my travels and in terms of the sort of sales background, is something that we are usually asked about, and it does definitely help us to differentiate ourselves within the industry.
Oh, well, we're delighted that brings such significant value to you. That's marvellous to get such good feedback. Well, thank you very much for your time, Claire, and many congratulations again on your award win last year, and we wish you all the best for a very exciting year in 2012.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, Fiona.
Hopefully that will inspire many of you to take the plunge and enter. We'd be happy to answer your detailed questions on the Property Award. So do call Fiona or myself on 01892 891 334 or email us at awards@relocatemagazine.com. Now, on the last webinar, we heard from UK winners HCR, and the next interview is with the international winners of the Relocation Service Provider or Team of the Year award. This award is open to any provider, organisation or team, not HR, of any size which can demonstrate that it provides an excellent and effective relocation support service to clients and their relocatees. We welcome entrants from across the profession, including relocation management companies and specialist suppliers, both UK and internationally based. Fiona, why should companies enter this category? Was this one of the questions that you put to Daniel Auerman and Carolyn Fleischer when you spoke to them earlier this week?
Yes, it was, and particularly as they're a German-based company. ICUNet.ag was the first international winner of this category. So let's hear what they have to say.
Well, we're delighted to have you both here to speak to today. And first of all, we're absolutely thrilled to have our first international winner of this category, the Relocation Service Provider or Team of the Year. So can you just tell us how you feel to be the first international winner?
We feel very honored to be the first international relocation company. As we are a German company or German-based company, it's very fantastic for us to be awarded by such a prestigious award from the Relocate magazine, which is based, in fact, as a European magazine, but based in UK. And so it was really, really nice for us. And for all our team members, they were happy that their daily work is honored by such a great award.
Good. So why is it you decided to enter our awards?
In fact, they are one of the most prestigious awards, highly valued in the relocation industry, and for us it's a benchmark of quality and innovation for our work, our daily work. And as we merged last year with one of our main competitors in Germany, it was even more important for us to see where we stand in the industry in Germany and all over Europe, because the awards are going to companies all over Europe. And so we are now the first international winner of this category, and we feel very honored.
Great. Well, many congratulations again for that. So tell us a bit about the entry process. Did you work together as a team and discuss it beforehand, or are there particular people in your companies that respond to award submissions? I did note, looking at your entry again, I mean, it is extremely well presented with lots of backup material. So can you perhaps just tell us a bit about the process, what you did with internally, and how much time you had to put into entering the award?
Well, we have a special team with several individuals specialized on answering big RFPs or RFQs and as well preparing entry forms for awards. And this always, of course, helps us a lot to reflect about our daily business, the outstanding files of the last weeks and months, about our organizational structure, and also helps to review our aims and our challenges. So we put together a team of 3 persons in this special case, and all of us 3, we prepared for the different categories, different statements and backup material, and in the end, of course, we had everyone read it again. So I think we had about 4 to 5 days preparation time for the entry.
Great. And I think you add a lot of emphasis to your cultural support, for example. And I think it was highlighting some of the things that were USPs with your organisation that perhaps gave it that winning edge. Do you think that was the case?
Yes, I fully agree with you on that. I think this, of course, helped us a lot to win this category, to be honest. We have an outstanding combination of relocation and intercultural qualification. So having that in mind and knowing that this really helps to make the process more efficient of relocation or assignment management services, we exactly knew what to highlight and what makes us unique in combination with other companies in Europe.
Yes, great. And also new technology. I think you harness new technology as well, don't you, to deliver your services?
Yes, we do. We have several technologies we are using. For example, our so-called ICU Next destination software, which is making it really easy for the assignees to deliver their data to us. And on the other hand, all HR experts can track where the assignees are and what the process is going ahead. And so it's really important for us to show the innovations in an award like this.
Brilliant. And also, I think you devote a lot of time to training, don't you, as well as your staff?
Yes, of course. That's the second main part of our business, to provide intercultural qualifications, be it trainings, workshops, webinars, in-house trainings, consulting services. So we have different forms of team building trainings or virtual leadership trainings or expatriate trainings with country focus.
Brilliant. Now, what advice would you give someone or a company considering entering one of the categories for the first time?
Well, what really helped us was to be, of course, a bit self-confident and to stand up for the own ideas, because I think this really helps a lot. If you have ideas that are different from the ones your competitors have in the industry, you really have to stand up for them and show them.
And then you came across to our Gala Awards dinner. You came across to the UK for that evening. How did you find that?
Fiona, it was really nice to attend the awards ceremony because Caroline and myself, we were there, and it was nice to see all the colleagues where we working across all over the world and to discuss the best practices and to see who is leading the industry. And on the other hand, to be honored with the award, the international, to be the first in this international category. And it was really, really nice for us. Caroline and us felt really honored to be at the ceremony.
Brilliant. And it was great to have you there. Now, when we interviewed you for the article in the summer issue, which covered the awards wins, you were talking about opening a new office in Stuttgart and also one planned for Switzerland. So have those come about, or are they just about to happen?
Switzerland is about to happen with the focus in intercultural, and on the other hand, Stuttgart is already opened, and now we have 9 destinations in Germany and German-speaking Austria and Switzerland.
And apart from that, we're now about to open an office in Shanghai in China within the next 3 months.
Goodness, so that's a great stride forward for you. So that's very exciting plans ahead. So hopefully you'll be considering entering a category that will showcase that exciting initiative.
Of course we will.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much indeed for your time, and we're very many congratulations again, and we hope to see you in the UK again soon. Thank you very much.
It is wonderful to hear of the growing international reputation of the Relocate Awards, and we hope we will receive even more international entries this year. And continuing on the international theme, we move on to the winners of the Best International Destination Service Provider category, sponsored by NatWest Global Employee Banking. Now, Fiona, can we discuss the International Destination Service Provider category?
This award is one of 3 new categories introduced for the 2010-11 awards and recognises quality and professionalism in the provision of destination services. In the following interview, you're going to hear how the winners make reference to the Euroquality seal. You don't necessarily need formal accreditation to enter this category, but you must demonstrate excellence in delivering core DSP services. These will obviously include things like orientation, home search, settling in and departures, and in any of the subsidiary services you may offer, such as school search and cultural awareness.
And who can enter this category?
This category is open to all individuals and small companies up to and including 20 employees providing destination services.
And why should they enter?
Well, winning this award is a great way of celebrating your achievements, motivating your team and getting recognition for a job well done. By helping to differentiate your company from your competitors, it can also be valuable as a sales and PR tool.
So we're delighted to have with us today Francine O'Brien and Suzanne Smith from the Relocation Bureau Limited in Ireland, who were our fantastic winners of the Best International Destination Services Provider Award. Well, Francine, can you tell me a bit about the company and the kind of work you're doing, and tell me just what the background of where you came from?
Well, I started the company back in 1990, and so this year we're celebrating 22 years, having had our 21st last year. And we were one of the first companies in Europe to be awarded the Euroquality Seal. Our team is made up of people who've all been expats, so they have a lot of first-hand experience of dealing with people who are in a similar situation and they can empathise with them. And we find that the clients very much like this. So our combined experience within the whole team is over 80 years, which is something we're very proud of.
And that really came across well in your entry. That was great. I know that was one of the things that the judges highlighted. And just tell us a bit more about the quality process. You mentioned the Euroquality Seal, but how did that help you in completing your entry?
Well, we found when we first read the entry form, it wasn't daunting. And I think partly because we had gone through the whole quality process, we had all the necessary documentation in place. We were able to conform to the requirements, and that was something that encouraged us very much.
Brilliant, that's great. So tell us a bit about the sort of work you do in Ireland and what's going on at the moment. What type of companies are there coming into Ireland, for example?
Well, the type of companies coming in now are sort of what we call the modern type of companies, like the ITs, the gaming, betting companies, pharmaceutical, social networking, biosciences.
Ah, right, so quite a broad cross-section there. And do they have any particular requirements, do you find?
Well, they vary a lot. We find some of these companies have a very young workforce. But the part of the reason they're here is because of our Industrial Development Authority has been doing great work abroad to encourage the investment. And of course our 12.5% corporation tax, which is also continues to be essential.
Well, that's really interesting. Now, Suzanne, perhaps you could give us a little insight into why you decided to enter the Relocate Awards.
Well, we felt this would be a prestigious competition, and we were keen to increase our profile within the industry. We hadn't entered any awards previously, and we welcomed the challenge of the entry process, as Francine was briefly speaking about there, to confirm we could actually meet all the criteria that was required, and we were very pleased to see that we did without too much of a challenge.
Well, you obviously did that very well and very thoroughly. So what do you feel you got out of the entry process and indeed winning?
Well, I think the satisfaction of knowing that we were able to complete the entry requirements and to have the various examples of how we achieve success with our clients was important. The acknowledgement within our industry, leaders that the processes we work by are of the highest standard, to have that publicly acknowledged by our own associates and colleagues was important to us as well. When we received the news that we were shortlisted, we were able to then utilise this information within our marketing and sales activities, which was helpful. Likewise, when we won the award, we did a press release to promote our achievement. That resulted in publicity for our company in various media here in Ireland.
And has that actually brought you in extra work, do you think, winning, and raised your profile?
It has definitely raised our profile, and we're very pleased with that. We get a lot of clients ringing up who are aware of the Euroquality Seal and are delighted. I mean, it's something that we can promote quite easily. And of course, as award winners of the Relocate Awards, it made a big difference as well. It's very nice to have that on your letterhead, and it's very nice to have it at the end of your email as well.
And were you just going to tell me something about your surveys?
Yes, as part of our quality process, obviously we do surveys with our clients, and the scores based on the surveys that we have collected from our clients, we were able to quote that our KPIs and overall score of 95.85, which we were obviously proud of and happy to share as part of the entry. And then our customer satisfaction in the score was nearly 92%. So for companies who have gone through a process and have attained high standard, it's a great opportunity to be able to tell this within such an entry like the awards process.
And that's really excellent. And also you were all the time throughout your entry being able to give evidence and back up all the statements that you made, which was brilliant. So Suzanne, just tell us about the actual evening, the Gala Awards dinner, for those people who haven't already attended. Would you recommend people come along?
I would, absolutely. We enjoy the evening very much. It was held in an absolutely stunning location in the centre of London, reflecting obviously the very high standards that the relocation industry has and that the awards were set at. It was very, very well organised, beautiful. It was just a great evening. We were delighted to have the opportunity to mix with all our colleagues and have a chat with them. We don't get to do that very much outside conferences, so it was a nice situation to be able to have a chat at an award ceremony. Lovely food and plenty of wine. And I think the best moment for us was when the Relocation Bureau won the Best International Destination Provider Award.
And that was just so fantastic. I think everybody will remember that when you came up to get your award. You were just obviously both so thrilled, and there was a real buzz in the air, so that was fantastic. Well, many congratulations again for your win of the Best International Destination Service Provider, and all the best for the future in 2012. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Fiona.
Some great advice there from Francine and Suzanne, and you can listen to the previous interviews with the winners via our website if you would like to.
As we haven't covered the HR awards this time, I just want to remind listeners that as we did last year, we really want to widen the appeal of the HR categories, which are Best Relocation Strategy and Policy, sponsored by Interdene International Relocation, and Inspirational HR Team of the Year, sponsored by Carter's. For both of these, you don't have to be an exclusively HR, relocation or international assignment team. Your team, large or small, can be involved with talent management or recruitment, for example. And with regard to policy, this may refer to developing a relocation policy, a strategy for crisis management, or a specific area such as culture, short-term assignments, localisation, or a group move. A team can be one person working with other departments or external providers.
Remember, suppliers, that you can work with your clients to make sure they get the recognition they deserve. Feel free to contact us if you want to suggest an HR team or a corporate policy or strategy that deserves recognition, and we will help with the entry form process. I'd also here like to give a quick plug for the Relocation Personality of the Year Award, sponsored by Server Relocation. This award honours an individual, HR or supplier, from any sector or organisation, UK or international, who has shown outstanding ability and contributed to the industry profession significantly over a period of time, and has demonstrated innovation and creativity in relocation support. You may enter yourself for this award, or colleagues, clients or suppliers may nominate you. In either case, a shortened entry statement must be completed. Let us know who you think will be a good candidate by calling me on 01892 891 334 or emailing awards@relocatemagazine.com, and we will follow up your suggestions, and I very much look forward to hearing from you. With our entry deadline of Friday the 17th of February fast approaching, and only a month to go now is the time really to start compiling that winning entry. Last time, we looked at how to maximise your chances of winning, including some hints and tips from the judges on making your submission stand out from the crowd. We also heard from Sue Shortland, a lecturer in HR at the London Metropolitan University and for the CIPD, and a long-standing Relocate judge, who gave sound advice on writing a winning submission. You can hear webinar 2 again via our website, and there is more guidance on the awards section of the website, plus some frequently asked questions. But remember to get the basics right. Follow the assessment criteria to the letter. Submit your entry in the specified format. Steer clear of marketing speak, and ensure that you're entering the most relevant category for you. Call us on 01892 891 334 or email awards@relocatemagazine.com if you need advice on which category is best for you. We are very happy to help. Fiona, have you anything further to add?
It's all on the website and on our helpful awards newsletter, and there are back issues of that available from the website, so do sign up for future issues to keep you up to speed. And to summarise what we've heard from last year's winners today, entering the Relocate Awards brings many benefits from both a personal and a company perspective, and you don't have to be a winner to enjoy them. The entry process for all the categories is very straightforward. There are 3 easy steps. Download an entry form from our website, complete the form in full, including an entry statement and submissions against 5 criteria. Submit your completed entry form by email to awards@relocatemagazine.com by Friday the 17th of February with the supporting documentation. Full details are on our website, see the entry section, and entry forms can be downloaded from our category sections.
That brings this Relocate Awards webinar to an end. So please make a start on your winning entry today. And you can send them in as soon as they are ready. You don't have to wait until the closing date of the 17th of February. Full details, as always, are available on www.relocatemagazine.com under the Special Awards section. And if you have any queries, please don't hesitate to contact us. So that's goodbye for me, and over to Fiona.
I'd just like to mention, if you want to take advantage of the fabulous publicity the awards generate leading up to the Gala Awards dinner on the 10th of May, and of course the coverage in Relocate and on the website, then why not consider sponsoring one of the last remaining award categories? Do get in touch with me or Gary Tester. And finally, a huge thank you to all our contributors today. In the final webinar, we will hear from more of last year's winners, and this will be your last opportunity to cover your questions. So please do email us with the questions and topics you would like to cover. And you can do this by emailing awards@relocatemagazine.com. Register on the website for the final webinar on the 3rd of February at 11 o'clock. And also you can register on the website to receive our awards newsletter. Thank you all for listening.